Hello everyone, my name is Ashley Beach. I'm the author of the faith-based fairy tale series, The Solstice Chronicles, as well as a brand new series coming out soon called The Heart of God. My first book in the Solstice Chronicles, Beauty Restored, came out 3 years ago this August. It is crazy for me to think that it's been out for 3 years, and if you missed it, last week I did share a little reel that kind of highlighted some points on my journey to this first book being published and released. Even though Beauty Restored released 3 years ago this August, the journey to that first book being released was actually started quite a few years before that. Back in 2015, 2016, I was reading a book called The Sacred Romance by John Eldridge and Brent Curtis. And this book was very influential on kind of the seed ideas for the stories in the series, The Solstice Chronicles. And the book just kind of talks about our relationship with God and how it's a sacred romance and how He pursues us and comes after us and wants to be in this intimate relationship with all of us. And it's an excellent book. I'd recommend it for everyone to read. But they also talk about beauty being lost and our original beauty being lost in the fall when Adam and Eve sinned, and how Satan's bent is kind of to destroy that beauty and attack that beauty, and that's kind of been his vendetta since the beginning of time. Another inspiration for these books was The Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis. I always loved how he was able to incorporate like a Christ character and different biblical elements and truths into his stories in the Chronicles of Narnia especially, and I just loved how he was able to do that and place it in kind of a fantasy world to kind of give it a different picture than how we would just normally see it, and maybe give people a different perspective on the gospel and different Bible stories that he wove into his fantasy world. And so that was also a huge influence on me wanting to write these stories. And I definitely did that. I incorporated a Christ character and a God character and a Satan character that I will share more about later on. But that was also a huge influence, like I said, and I was so excited to be able to create this world where I could paint these pictures of our walks and our struggles with God and our struggles with our own personal sins or things we're dealing with in the world, and kind of just put it into a different world and perspective than just a normal Bible study or a normal Bible lesson or normal sermon that you hear on Sundays, you know. So just being able to do that has been so fun, and I just hope you are encouraged and enjoy these stories.